Reeker will guard her on the bottom block.
That's what they do.
They run her off the screen. Bennett, the layup.
Oh!
She missed for the title. Lovelady, the lead with 18 to go. Morrison deep. With 5 on the shot clock, unsettled triple for Morrison. Up ahead for Boyd. And Jose with the swat. Open, Woods for 3. Northern Illinois is getting buckets. Grande, full head of steam. Nobody stopped the ball, and the Spaniard goes coast to coast.
We played for K today in East Central Indiana. Over the last 9 years, more than $5 million raised for cancer research by the K-Al Foundation in memory of the late, great North Carolina State head coach. It's Ball State and Ohio, two of the top teams in the Mid-American Conference.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in Brady Sallee's locker room. However, you've been in Brady Sallee's locker room, and I don't know if I actually want to be a fly on the wall in that locker room right now.
Not with letting the other team have an 11-0 run to end the half.
Ever, this doesn't happen a lot in college basketball anymore. Power 5 teams going on the road, taking on really formidable mid-major teams.
Things always go up a little bit of a tick. There's a different competitive feel to conference play, regardless of the records, regardless of how things have gone. That's been very evident tonight. We expected up-tempo. Ball State, though, is really the one that's been comfortably in control for the majority of the first half.
Unusual for Ball State. They like to kind of settle down and do what they know.
Kiki Lampkins, 11 points. She's taken only 2 shots in the second half for Ohio. That will loom large if Ball State wants to mount a comeback here in the last 450.
Ball State has 2 things on its side. Number 1 is team defense. They have great team defensive strategies to counter an offensive weapon such as Lampkins. And then they have length. They can send multiple defenders at her to do the number 1 thing you need, which is one-on-one defense, contain the ball.
Ball State will start on offense here, though, and it's Franny Frazier.
Great drive and great spacing by Ball State. We talked before about the offensive weapons and the different options that Ball State has offensively. Coming out of a timeout to Franny Frazier, great play by Coach Sallee.
1-point game. Ohio has led by as much as 11. That's a wild layup, and the rebound, Jose. Well, Bennett is off the floor for Ball State. Where do you go offensively?
Well, you keep moving the ball around, and right there, Ball State trying to get the ball inside to Franny Frazier again. She finds Destiny Washington. The other thing that Ball State can do is find looks outside of the three-point line as well. Mariah Monaco and Jill Morrison are feeling it. Get them some looks on the perimeter.
3 of 7 in the second half from deep. Struggled in the first, just 3 for 10. Baseline for Burke. Freshman's been great today. Nothing there, and a foul. That's a foul of frustration on Bosinger.
Great effort by Ball State and Ohio to get inside, try to be active, but Bosinger reaching in just a little bit too late there on the defensive rebound.
So Bosinger goes out. It's the second foul on Ohio. Ball State has 3. Remember, you do not shoot until 5. That was a problem for Ball State in its last loss. It had not committed enough fouls. So when it was trailing late to Northern Illinois, it was trying to foul itself back into the game and was not getting free throws from the Huskies out of it. Bennett back in, and she'll go to the line.
Nice high-low look from Ball State. Again, as soon as Bennett comes right into the game, Ball State knows who they're looking for. Nice pass into Bennett. Agler, Lampkins a little late on the rotation to collapse on Bennett. But we've talked about this. We've heard the Ohio University coaches yelling ball pressure. They've got to make that a tougher pass.
24 for Renee. 28 is her career high. She's become such a huge weapon.
Big free throws for Bennett, and I like the poise that she's playing with and the way that she's posting hard now. She's got to maintain that for 3 minutes. She has to want to be the go-to for the Cardinals.
Oh, and she's given Ball State the lead now, 63-62. Carlos wants a high 3 and got it.
Tough shot over a great closeout. The defender had the high hand extended, but that's a great shot for Carlos. She started the game hot, went a little quiet from the three-point line, and it's nice to see her coming back alive.
Yeah, first bucket of the second half. Ohio has now hit 15 threes. Carlos is 10 points over her average. And that ball was out of bounds when Imani Jenkins touched it.
The turnovers, Joel, and the live ball turnovers. Ball State needs to take care of the ball and clean up a lot of these passes.
Shot clock is at 13 here for the Cardinals. Jose to the rack. Bennett the rebound. And the shot clock was at 5. Cardinals would have had to hustle, but Ohio gets out of there.
Ball State can't be passive defensively now. Even though they're congesting the paint, they need to keep up the aggression defensively. Kaylin Jose, number 10 for Ball State, on the ball. She's a great defender. Make Lampkins uncomfortable.
Drives it into Bennett with the block. Tied up underneath, and they'll say jump ball. The arrow is Ball State's.
Great drive by Lampkins, but Renee Bennett there for the block. She was ready and waiting for it. Always have your teammates back.
Yeah, that's what 6'5" does for you. Jose's a great defender. Gets beat off the bounce by Lampkins, and Renee Bennett is there to solve your problem.
What Jose needs to do, not get beat off the dribble. It's important that going late into the game that she maintains the ball pressure and her foot alignment so that she can contain Lampkins.
Those skip passes for Ball State have gone all game. Ohio steals one. Ball State has tried to move the Ohio defense side to side to create some space.
Well, Carmen Grande, we've credited her and we've complimented her ability to pass and move the ball. But right there, that was just a lazy pass. She is a better player than that.
Ohio winds the clock with a 2-point lead and gets Jenkins a look. Big rebound by Grande. Well, Amber, this thing came down to the wire last year. Ohio won with 4 seconds left in this building. 2-point game with 82 seconds to go. Frazier pops. And Bennett's fouled. She got pulled down over the shoulder. Bob Bolden did not like that call.
Well, neither coach is happy with the play that's taken place here on the court. Renee Bennett jumping up for a rebound, and she got clotheslined. And Coach Bolden feels like Renee Bennett was in fault. He's pleading his case to the officials, saying her movement was illegal. But according to the replay, the clothesline was illegal. Renee Bennett did the right thing pursuing the basketball.
That is the 4th foul on Ohio, so Ball State will shoot on the next. And there's a foul underneath, and a really good setup. Weatherspoon takes the charge. Well, she gave one, and then she got it right back. That's the second on Frazier.
Frazier, you know, we talked about her hustle, we talked about her grit, we talked about how strong she plays. That was a possession where she needed to tone that back just a little bit. Cut to your spot. Her cut was a decoy cut, Joel. She wasn't cutting for a score. Make the decoy cut, draw the defenders.
Ohio by 2. It has led by as much as 11. Ball State has led once in the second half at 63-62. Carlos had a 3 to answer, though, right after. Six to shoot for Agler. Wide open. Imani Jenkins with a dagger. Ohio back up by 5.
Ball State still has time. It's 5 points down, 2 possessions, a quick score here, and attack to the basket.
Monaco is a great deep threat. Rebound, Franny Frazier. Bob Bolden screaming no threes to his team. And look at a foul again on Weatherspoon. She got tied up with Bennett.
Great ball movement by Ohio. The ball pressure was on. They were a little frantic, but they took their time. They stayed poised and found the open 3.
That is the 4th on Weatherspoon. All in the 4th quarter. And Bennett will go to the line here. Ohio, Amber, has made 16 of 35 threes, 35 of its 52 shots from behind the arc.
Well, that puts them right at just about 46% from the three-point line. Extremely impressive. It's hard to beat a team that shoots 46% when there's such high volume shooting. 35 three-point attempts, quite a lot. But Ball State has time. One possession potentially here on a Bennett make.
27 for Bennett, and her team is within 3. Bennett goes out. Washington comes in to get her. Weatherspoon goes out for Ohio, and Amani Burke comes in.
If Ball State can get a stop, they can move and run the clock for the last possession.
They get a foul on Franny Frazier.
Cardinals foul, 20, Franny Frazier.
That is Ball State's 5th. So that will lead to free throws here for Yamani Jenkins. Well, Ohio is a 66% free throw shooting team. For a team that really shoots so much, it's weird that they don't hit free throws at a high clip.
Well, and Yamani Jenkins herself shooting only 65% on the season. So this shot right here, there's a high probability that this is going to be a miss.
1 for 2. And we'll get a timeout.